They stopped calling you sir. But you're still extraordinary. An opening note of reflection. Try to remember, when was the last time someone called you with genuine respect? Not just by your name, but with eyes that truly saw and valued who you are. When was the last time you felt needed, praised, or simply acknowledged? If you have to pause a moment, if the answer brings a quiet ache, then this conversation is for you. Because today, we're not talking about losing a title, a job, or a uniform. We're talking about how to keep feeling valuable, even when the world stops applauding. Hello, I'm Ordinary People, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Today, I want to talk about a feeling many of us know all too well after retirement. Not the aches in our knees or the empty hours on the clock, but something quieter, deeper, the loss of feeling truly appreciated. Once we were Mr. Director, Mrs. Teacher, or Uncle Fix-It-All. Now those titles are gone. And quietly we wonder, am I still worth something? I'm here to tell you, your worth does not fade just because your business card does. As Dr. Richard Leider reminds us, life's meaning isn't about our job, it's about the difference we make and the lives we touch. The awakening moment. Retirement is a profound life transition. It's a time of change that can bring both freedom and uncertainty. Today, we'll explore how to navigate one of the most common emotional struggles retirees face, feeling undervalued or invisible. We'll discover how our sense of purpose and worth can flourish anew, even when the world's spotlight dims. Drawing on the wisdom of experts like Dr. Robert Waldinger, Dr. Laura Karstensen, Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, and others, we'll blend science with heartfelt stories and practical advice. By the end of our time together, you'll have 5 meaningful strategies to help you rediscover your value, rebuild connection, and nurture hope. So if you've ever felt unseen or unneeded since retiring, this is your space. Let's begin this journey of rediscovery, together. The awakening of curiosity. To understand why retirement can feel so challenging emotionally, it helps to look at what science tells us about identity, connection, and aging. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, a leading expert on transitions, describes retirement as a major identity shift. It's not an ending, but a transformation. A time when the roles that once defined us evolve or disappear. Often, our careers gave us clear purpose and recognition. When that fades, we can feel adrift. But this shift also opens space for new roles, if we are ready to embrace them. Dr. Laura Karstensen, director of the Stanford Center on Longevity, teaches us about the positivity effect in aging. As we grow older, our brains naturally focus more on meaningful, emotionally satisfying experiences. We gain emotional wisdom that younger people are still developing. So, while retirement may feel like a loss, it also brings a unique emotional strength. This wisdom can guide us to new sources of fulfillment, beyond titles and status. And then there's Dr. Robert Waldinger, who leads the famous Harvard study of adult development, an 85-year longitudinal study. His research shows that the quality of our relationships is the strongest predictor of happiness and health in later life. In other words, feeling valued is deeply tied to connection, not just recognition or achievement. Understanding these insights gives us a foundation to build on. It reminds us that our worth is not fixed by external titles, but by the relationships and meaning we cultivate. Insight 1. Shift focus from recognition to connection. When formal recognition fades, where do we find our sense of value? The answer lies in connection. Dr. Robert Waldinger's Harvard study powerfully reveals that warm, genuine relationships are the best source of lasting happiness and health. So instead of waiting for applause or titles, let's turn our attention to nurturing real, heartfelt connections. Here are some practical ways to do that. Reach out to an old friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Send a handwritten letter to someone you helped years ago. Sometimes the smallest gestures rekindle the deepest bonds. Try establishing a weekly habit of checking in with one person, just a simple message or call to say, "I'm thinking of you." These small acts weave a tapestry of connection. And remember, being a good listener can be even more powerful than being heard. People feel valued when they are truly listened to. As one wise voice says, being important is not about being heard loudly, but about being listened to gently. When we shift our focus from seeking recognition to building connection, we tap into a wellspring of belonging and meaning that no title can replace. Insight 2. Share wisdom, not just experience. Retirement offers a unique gift, the chance to share a lifetime of wisdom. Dr. Becca Levy's research shows that older adults who feel socially valuable tend to live longer, healthier lives. And often, their greatest contributions come not from physical effort, but from the wisdom they share. This wisdom is more than stories or facts, it's the meaning behind them. It's the lessons learned from failures, resilience, and growth. So how can we share this treasure? Consider writing a blog, journaling, or recording your stories about challenges you've overcome, values you hold dear, or insights you've gained. Become an informal mentor to grandchildren, young people in your community, or neighbors. Teach them not just how to succeed, but how to endure setbacks with grace. Join online discussion groups or local forums for retirees. Your voice matters, and your perspective can inspire others. When we share meaning, not just memories, we leave a lasting legacy that outlives us. As one expert reminds us, when we share meaning, we create a gift that time cannot take away. Insight 3. Rebuild self-worth through small acts of impact. Dr. Mo Wang highlights the importance of role clarity after retirement. We need new purposes, even small ones, that make us feel useful and valued. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be meaningful to you. Try scheduling one small helpful act each week. Maybe it's accompanying a neighbor to a doctor's appointment, reading stories to children at the library, or planting flowers in a community garden. Celebrate these acts. Write them down, share them with a friend, or simply take a moment to feel gratitude for your impact. Change your self-talk. Instead of "I'm no longer useful," try "I'm useful in quiet, meaningful ways now." Every small kindness you offer is like a seed planted in someone's heart. And those seeds grow hope. Remember, your value isn't measured by the spotlight, but by the warmth you bring into others' lives. Insight 4. Cultivate emotional resilience and acceptance. Retirement can bring unexpected emotional challenges, feelings of loss, loneliness, or even grief for the life that was. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg teaches that acceptance and resilience are key to navigating these transitions. Building emotional resilience means acknowledging your feelings without judgment and finding ways to adapt to new realities. Mindfulness practices, such as gentle meditation or focused breathing, can help anchor you in the present moment and reduce anxiety about the future. Engage in activities that bring you joy and calm, whether it's gardening, painting, or simply walking in nature. Connect with support groups or counseling if feelings become overwhelming. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. As Dr. Ken Deichtwald, a gerontologist, reminds us, aging is not just about adding years to life, but adding life to years. By cultivating resilience, we can embrace retirement as a season of growth and renewal, not just loss. Insight 5. Create new rituals and traditions. Another way to reclaim a sense of value is to create new rituals and traditions that celebrate your evolving identity. Dr. Richard Litter emphasizes that meaning comes from the contributions we make and the connections we nurture. Rituals can be powerful ways to mark these contributions. Consider starting a weekly gathering with friends or family, a coffee hour, a book club, or a storytelling circle. Create personal rituals that honor your journey, like a gratitude journal or a daily moment of reflection. Volunteer for causes that resonate with your values. Rituals of giving can reinforce your sense of purpose and belonging. These new traditions become anchors, reminding us that life's meaning continues to unfold. As one wise voice said, rituals are the heartbeat of meaning in our lives. By embracing new rituals, we weave a tapestry of purpose that enriches both our days and our hearts. The final light, Let's delve deeper into the science behind these transformations. Dr. Becca Levy's research on positive self-perceptions of aging shows that how we view ourselves profoundly affects our health and longevity. Those who see aging as a time of growth and contribution tend to live longer and enjoy better physical and mental health. This is closely linked to the concept of self-efficacy, the belief in our ability to influence our own lives. Dr. Mo Wang's work on role clarity reinforces that having clear, meaningful roles after retirement supports well-being and reduces stress. Dr. Lovra Carstensen's socio-emotional selectivity theory explains why older adults prioritize emotionally meaningful goals and relationships, which enhances life satisfaction. Together, these insights reveal a powerful truth. Our mindset and social environment shape our experience of aging more than age itself. By fostering positive self-views, clear roles, and deep connections, we can transform retirement into a vibrant, fulfilling chapter. Science affirms what our hearts know. We are not defined by what we lose, but by how we grow and connect. From knowing to becoming. As we close, remember this: your value never truly retires. Feeling unappreciated is painful, yes, but it's also an invitation to look inward, to reconnect, and to redefine what matters most. You are not a shadow of your past self, but a radiant version shaped by decades of experience, love, and resilience. The courage to keep giving, keep connecting, and keep growing is the true honor. As Dr. Richard Leider beautifully puts it, true honor comes not from titles or roles, but from the courage to keep contributing, even when the applause fades. Thank you for sharing this time with me, ordinary people, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Together, we continue to shine light in this often noisy world. You are needed. You are valued, and your story is far from over. Until the next reflection, before we part, I want to leave you with a question to carry with you. If your worth isn't in titles or recognition, where do you find it? How will you nurture that inner light today? If this conversation has touched you, please share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Your voice might be the hope someone else needs. If this video brought a smile or stirred a memory, please like, share, and subscribe. Tap the bell icon to join us on this journey again. And remember, we may have learned to accept the loss of titles and applause, to be useful in quiet ways, and to give without spotlight. But sometimes, beneath it all, a silent feeling grows, not just of being unappreciated, but of not wanting to face tomorrow. In our next episode, we'll speak openly and gently about that feeling despair and how hope can still grow, even in the darkest days. Until then, be kind to yourself. You are more valuable than you know,